Well, this deal between Rishi Sunak's government and the EU now, it looks like it's basically a done deal. Before I get to where exactly we are in this process, though, let's just remind ourselves of what the likes of the DUP and Sammy Wilson, they're one of the MPs for the DUP there, are setting out as their position. They're saying that the DUP will be the final arbiter as to whether or not any UK-EU deal meets our 7 tests, not Downing Street. Of course, it must also meet the government's own tests and promises made in the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill. Now, as far as I can see, that Protocol Bill has basically had the kibosh put on it, frozen, sidelined completely, which, as the likes of Lord Frost and others have pointed out, isn't really the best course of action. Sammy Wilson also saying the fundamental issue to be dealt with is the democratic deficit and constitutional damage caused by the imposition of EU law. If that is not dealt with, then any proposed deal is worthless. Now, as to where we are in this process, it looks to me like a deal is done and has been done for a little while now, but it seems like Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, could be sitting on this deal. Indeed, he could be sitting on it for more than a week, because the Times have reported here that the PM has had the text of this agreement for a week now, that official negotiations have already concluded at the end of last month, and a Whitehall source there saying that Rishi Sunak is basically sitting on it, asking for bits of clarification, but the deal is done. Senior diplomatic source there saying things are much further than is publicly acknowledged, told that the best is to say the least about it. Now, as for what this could look like, as for reaction and the response to this, lots of speculation that there may not even be a vote on this, and much speculation focused as well on what the likes of, as well as the ERG and Brexiteer MPs, what the likes of, for instance, Boris Johnson, his response could be to this deal done. And indeed, you've got an ERG source there telling the Eye that if there is a cave-in on this, that would be a mad thing to do, given Boris Johnson, apparently his supporters looking at a comeback. And of course, the backdrop is to this: elections in May, increasing support for Reform UK. As I said, it looks like this deal is done. It's now a matter of when it's announced rather than if. As ever, I will keep bringing you the very latest on this and more, guys. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.